While we be a mystic and my boss in the place again. That's how I like it. That's how I like it. That's how I like it. Well, everything up, jumping down the road, girl, like sun winding the ways. That's how I like it. And everywhere we touch is problems in the place. That's how I like it. It's flowing like water is steady pace. We are the fan. Hey yo, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. Bass, burn up, burn up, burn up.
WEFM, the clean, fresh sound.
Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Yo, Rajiv.
Welcome back, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The time is 7:17 and you are now tuned into Activated Mornings. You're listening to Ari and with me is Christal. And before we get started, I just want to say good morning to everyone on their way to work, school, just starting their day. Good morning to everyone in the diaspora. Good morning to Anne, always locked in. And most importantly, good morning to you, Christal.
Good morning, Ari. Good morning to the listeners at home and abroad. As usual, welcome to Activated Mornings. And you can hit us up on the WhatsApp at 457-9997 and also call us at 457-9997. So what's up and what's happening? It's Friday.
So I want to...
What day is it? What is it?
Today is the 7th.
7th of June. 7th of June. Just about 30-something days, 30, 31, 32 days left until Carnival ends. So we don't have much time to get in everything.
So I just want to start off this morning once again by letting everyone know it is 21 days, 12 hours and 41 minutes until Vinci Mas 2024. And on a more positive note, talk about return on your investment. Shafiqua Maloney lowers the 800-meter record again.
Is it the third time?
I feel like it is the third time. I feel like it is indeed.
National record. Was it outdoor? I lose in track. You know so much that I lose in track.
Searchlight has the story here. Is that Shafiqua Maloney timed 1 minute 59 seconds, 31 milliseconds at the Edwin Moses Legends Meet on May 31st, 2024 to record her best time in the women's 800 meter and lower her own St. Vincent and the Grenadines all-time outdoor record. Maloney's time saw her crossing the finish line at the Edwin Moses track, Morehouse College, BT Harvey Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, USA. On May 18th, 2024, she reset the lap best time, to a 1 minute 59 seconds 77 milliseconds, clocking at the USATF Los Angeles Grand Prix Drake Stadium in Los Angeles, California. Before that, on August 4th, 2023, Maloney had shattered the national record at the Eddie Murphy Classic in Memphis, Tennessee, when she timed 1 minute 59 seconds 94 milliseconds. A multiple record holder, Maloney also holds a St. Vincent and the Grenadines 800-meter indoor record and 1,500-meter outdoor. Collectively, with Anicia Richards, Zita Vincent, and Tamara Woodley, Maloney is among the custodians of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines 4x4 meters record.
Congrats.
Congrats to Shafiqua once again. I tell you, talk about return on investment.
This girl's making headlines every week. She and Valiant have a lot in common.
This Valiant story.
Valiant has a lot of stories. There is a saying every Monday morning. No. But Valiant is every morning.
You want to talk about it?
New. What this alleged brawl between himself and another Jamaican artist, that was one. And then he took the Minister of Health, Jamaica's Minister of Health, to the hospital after a bicycle accident.
So we have boxer, superhero, what else?
And then I think the most recent one that's coming to memory was when he told Wayne Marshall, they were talking, and he opened up about being adopted. So he's an adopted child. He never met his parents.
All right. Struggles.
Yeah, through difficulties to the highest. I can't remember the others.
That's GHS?
I think so. But Adiwa Adulta, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember the others because I was just like, glimpsing through a singular post. But yeah, the comments were like, boy, Valiant just like up on our thing every day.
Mm-hmm.
He's having a week.
Mm-hmm.
What were the others? You remember them?
No, I don't remember them off the top of my head.
Oh,
But what I can say is, talking about always in the news. Good morning, van drivers. Once again, always in the news. So much so that the police department had to put out a warning to van drivers who refuse to carry school children. So this is what PC 1044 Jackson had to say on WEFM's Traffic Talk yesterday.
It was reported that they are refusing to carry school children, in particular primary school children. This is unacceptable, and we at the traffic branch condemn such action. According to Motor Vehicle and Road Traffic Act, Chapter 46, subsection 1A and B states, any driver, conductor or owner of any motor omnibus or freight passenger vehicles who refuses with reasonable excuse to carry any passenger or freight is guilty of an offense unless such passenger or the person in charge of such freight has refused to pay the legal fare or there is already in such vehicle its maximum complement of passengers or freight or both as the case may be.
You ready to van drivers? Good morning, Christal. I fed up.
the ones that are guilty are not listening. First
Good
problem.
point. Good point. Good point.
Number 2, right? They always like to hold this argument, oh, it's my private boss. Oh, these school children are always idle on the street. You know that there are students who they end up on the street at that late hour because the vans before them refuse to pick them up. One.
Well, actually, go ahead.
Yeah. They end up on the street at that hour, not because they're idling. Not all of them are idle, right? Don't put them in a singular box, but because they have classes. So they will end up at the bus stop at 4 o'clock during another peak hour. So what do you expect? I've seen it happen. Very distasteful. There are school buses out there, but every time I see the school bus pass, the school bus full. What you was gonna say?
I was about to say, and not just idlers. They want the excuse, because this has been happening since I was in primary school. The excuse is they're taking up a whole seat and they're paying half the fare. If I want to make the full dollar, I have to go and I have to pick up the adults first. That is absolute nonsense. And I really believe there should be some sort of ethical code when you're a van driver. Okay, your personal vehicle, blah 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 blah. Apparently not. The law says that you're not permitted to do that. You're a hired vehicle. You're supposed to pick up everyone unless they refuse to pay. And I believe it's unless they cause trouble. School children causing you trouble? Like, if school children causing trouble, it's like small annoyances like what children do. It's not enough to say, I leaving that child on the road. And actually, it was the last month or a month before, I remember giving my niece a ride. And her stepmother was asking, why are you on your way to CWSA Gardens area? And I had to tell her, because that is how they're going to get buses on the leeward side. At least I could speak for. That is how you get buses. If you go to Tokyo, there's no telling when a bus might come, because people are walking to Hospital Corner, people are walking to Massey, people are heading up to Gardens Gap. So you now have to come out if you want to get in a van to go home. And then you have to fight against the fact that these van drivers are refusing to carry school children, which is absolute nonsense.
And then they complain about why children so idle in the first place. Just another reason why some of them just stay out, because the buses don't want to carry them.
Exactly.
So what I'm going to do, just stand up there and fold my hands. I'm going to stand up and chill.
Listen, and it have the few that like secondary school students that will be liming and stuff. But even some of them, they would not be able to get a van. I've seen students there. I going into town 4:30 students there. And you could actually tell the difference between the limers and the ones who are trying to get home. And you could see, like, I have seen a lot of nonsense, especially in that what's that school up there? Is it Windsor? I think it's Windsor.
Windsor, where they're not supposed to sit down on the little embankment.
I have seen a lot of nonsense at Windsor. I've seen van drivers heading to town, pulling over into the bus stop. I have seen van drivers who pull over into the bus stop, block other van drivers from pulling into the bus stop. Now there's a big pile up, and what's going to happen? The conductor is going to say, boy, we're blocking traffic, we're trying to get in a rush. Let me get the full dollar instead of the child.
Full $250.
Well, sorry, no, it's 250. No, it's
money.
250.
It's money. It's money. It's money. It's money. I know the sad thing is, okay, yeah, you're hustling to make money, like to make ends meet, but look at the demographic, like the financial or economic demographic of the students that have to catch buses is because the parents can't afford to have their own vehicle, or they're working somewhere else, so it's just more convenient. So you in the same category as the people you're trying to like hold back and discriminate against, it making no sense. Like it's supposed to help out your brother.
Ah, boy. And PC Jackson said that if the circumstances are not those laid out in regulation, no omnibus driver or operator has the authority to deny any passenger entry to the vehicle or fail to carry any passenger. She called on all van drivers that are guilty of the act to immediately desist, noting that if caught by the authorities, they will be dealt with in accordance with the law.
Let me ask the authorities a question. How many people have you caught and charged
Good
for this
question.
act?
Good question.
What position do you put yourself in to nip it in the bud? Apart from, oh, this is a warning, people. Van drivers, you need to desist. And the van drivers are not listening to you because some of them have on the MP3s, their flash drives, and their what's not. They're not playing the radio to hear. They don't read the newspapers, let alone some of them do not read the articles online. Some, not all.
Yeah, but the officers will be telling them what they do. Listen, last week,
If you don't
Friday.
prosecute and make an example, then they will continue to do it.
Last week, Friday. If you're living on the leeward side, you will understand my frustration with this. I am going into Kingston. I am passing Kelly's tire shop in Shuffler or Kittles. A van driver overtakes me at Kelly's tire shop. I look into the van, bare in hand, on his way to town. Up the road is a Friday. When I got into town, at the same spot that I was just describing, he is pulled over by police, being given a ticket. Now, if I had pull off and said, officer, this has just happened at Kelly's tire shop. Oh, they're supposed to bad-mind it. Why he going to do the van man that? He don't get into this on a Friday and blah, 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 blah.
Always if you don't make anything look bad, But I will call on the authorities to, if this has been happening, not if this has been happening for such a long time.
Decades.
You guys have not been able to curb it and nip it in the bud. Then you need to do something a little bit more than just warn. They're not going to listen to the warnings. Every day it's an issue with reckless van driver every day, and they continue to do it. They get tickets. Oh, may I have to go pay $100, $200, $300. There was a time when I met a van driver. He raked up like $1,000 in tickets he had to go pay for. I think he stopped driving now. Clearly, we see why. But tickets are nothing to them because they just continue. Take a license.
The officers need to do is take off two wheels. Take off two wheels. Let it go speed on the dummy. Let it go speed on the dummy vehicle them. And when they know that you already carry school children between the hours of 3 and 4:30, 5 o'clock, give them back the wheels.
Perhaps.
You gotta tackle wheels from them. Let it drive on dummies. Because I don't understand. Ticketing not working. Issuing threats not working. Monitoring the road not working. You had to take with the wheel. What else?
License.
You take with the license, they have somebody else driving and the instructor and the person to do the same nonsense that they were doing.
Hold on. What happened to the association?
Good question. Where is the minibus association?
Vinta still in operation? May I ask, what's my friend here?
Van drivers, and it's not, as per usual, it's not everybody. There are still the few that do what's necessary. There are the few that have the ethics. There are the few that the school children could rely on.
I won't believe it's the majority, man. Of van drivers are.
Yeah, I hope so.
Because the frequency at which the minorities misbehave on the road is make it look like all van drivers are ridiculous. I want to believe that is the majority are excellent van drivers, but they don't get the spotlight because everybody vexed with the others. At this point, like, they're not so serious about these things. So.
Well, before we end the segment this morning, Bagga, good morning. Your police station, as you've been requesting, will return to the heart of Barley. So according to Eyewitness News, the Barely Police Station, which has been located at Peters Hope since February 2021, will be relocated to the heart of the central Leeward town. Acting Commissioner of Police, Enville Williams, has said. He told the police town hall meeting in Barely on May 30th that only a few logistical issues remain to be resolved before the relocation. The police chief gave the assurance during a town hall meeting in which Justice of the Peace, Alston Anderson, called for the police station to be relocated to the heart of the town. Williams said the government has since given the assurance that the police stations in several communities across St. Vincent and the Grenadines are earmarked for renovation and reconstruction. We'll get into that at the 8 o'clock hour. Right now, we have to take a quick commercial break and we'll be back with Traffic Talk, followed by which we'll have talk, today with Weeks at 7:45. We'll be back.
General Hardware still has